often should progress updates be provided during a project? Oh, I love this. This is an excellent question. And it might be, you might be wondering, why would somebody ask a CFO this question? And I'll tell you the context for the answer that I'm going to provide. The context is a realm that we CFOs frequently operate in, and that's the realm of risk. And it is amazing what happens in the interplay between certainty and uncertainty. What happens in the interplay between clarity and risk, or along the risk spectrum when something goes to the right and something goes to the left. And in my view, and actually not just my view, but it's pretty well established that there's a relationship between risk and value. And hey Lola, welcome to the call. And you can use that relationship with risk and value by deriving more value from something, by decreasing the risk. Or if you're going to play with risk, certain different types of risk, you have risk and reward. But when it comes to something like progress updates, there's no risk reward ratio really with progress updates. Decreased risk, increased value, whether you're the one receiving the project or whether you're the one delivering the project. Decreasing risk increases the project value because, among other things, with clarity of more frequent progress updates, if something is zigging instead of zagging, right, then there's an opportunity for a course correction, which increases the value of the project. It also, if you're the one receiving the project, it also decreases the energy that you're putting into and the time that you're putting into wondering how things are going or putting other things into motion based on the status of this project. So in general, my answer is more frequent status updates are more useful because they decrease risk and increase value. Where to draw the line between, the blow-by-blow update and, let's say weekly or monthly or whatever it is, my answer is to the extent to which that update is useful in decreasing risk, increasing clarity, and increasing the value of the project. In general, I go for weekly project updates for a multi-week project. If it's a 3-day intensive project, one update per day. You take the project and divide it up a bit. And that makes a lot of sense to me. If it's a multi-week project, but let's say the team is only working on the weekends, don't expect a lot of updates during the week, but maybe several updates during the weekend, right? This is how it's going. And that's the reason why I wouldn't say provide so many updates that it just seems like an administrative task. Nobody's going to be interested in that. But do provide them with enough frequency to decrease risk and increase value. And incidentally, this is the same framework that I would use for if someone asked me, how often should I do my financial statements? As often as it helps you to decrease risk for your organization, steer the ship, realize if you're going to zig or zag on an issue, and help you put things into motion to stop doing something, start doing something, or change the way that something's being done. If you're not using your financial statements to help you do that, you can, well, that's a separate conversation. But the less frequently you do that, the less frequently you need to look at your financials. The more frequently you use that information to steer the ship, look at your financials more frequently. And on the topic of financials, I would say this: never, whether you're providing financial information or receiving it, always let the largest goals drive everything else. Don't say, oh, well, everybody always provides monthly financials, so that's what we'll have here. That's not necessary. In some situations, quarterly is just fine. In other situations, must have it on a weekly basis because anything else, we could go massively awry. So really pay attention to the long-term goals and see to what information and the frequency of information that can help you get from here to there.